trouble with Besigye. That Besigye should be tried in a court, condemned or absolved. It's a right. It's a right. So, whether to and my force and I do. DPP is under honestly keeping the money in jail for 8 months. And you say he's guilty. You don't tell us what it is. Yes, I know he could be guilty as hell. But for as long as we don't know what he has done or not done, for us as a layman, in the court of public opinion, he's innocent.
Even within dictatorships, there are some leaders who sometimes come out to speak the truth. Now, I've realized that Kainda OTAFIIRE is one of those persons in the NRM dictatorship who always come out to point out the bad things the government is doing. Kainda OTAFIIRE came out to tell government that they should try Dr. Kizza Besigye or charge him so that he is not kept in prison. It shows two signs. One, there is some bonding from within these people who came from the bush. Despite the difference, some of them come out with apathy for each other. Secondly, Kainda OTAFIIRE comes from the backyard of Dr. Kizza Besigye. They are all, I think, Wachiga. So coming out to point out the injustices being meted on Dr. Kizza Besigye, it is something I want to explain in this video. Because Kainda OTAFIIRE was one of the people who also came out to say that no transition to MUHOOZI. So there are silent battles within the NRM that I want to explain in this video. Before I proceed, I want to play you a tape when Kainda OTAFIIRE was addressing, I think, the Uganda Law Society, and he came out to speak about Dr. Kizza Besigye. Even a blind man can see that Dr. Kizza Besigye is just facing injustices. We cannot continue being in this country when these things are happening. Let me first play the tape of Kainda OTAFIIRE. Here is the tape.
But if you're not going to iPhone, how can we know when you are hungry? But I'm trying from hunger. The man in the kitchen does not know you are hungry. How does he feed you? What you do is come to iPhone, browse the radio, and say, don't serve this one, also give me. When you give me soup without bread, I say, I just want bread. How come you are giving me meat and chicken? Say, treat us fair. But if you're outside, nobody will listen to you. And this goes for all episodes in political struggle. Including the struggle of Besigye. That Besigye should be tried in a court, condemned or absolved. It's a right. It's a right. So, whether to and my force and I do. DPP is under honestly keeping the money in jail for 8 months. And you say he's guilty. You don't tell us what it is. Yes, I know he could be guilty as hell. But for as long as we don't know what he has done or not done, for us as a layman, in the court of public opinion, he's innocent.
So are you hearing what OTAFIIRE is speaking? He's speaking in parables. He's coming out to say that Kizza Besigye must be tried. As laymen, we think he is innocent. Even me, I think Dr. Kizza Besigye is innocent. He's facing persecution, the persecution which every opposition leader has faced under General Kaguta Museveni. If you come out to prophesy change and lead change, you are taken as an enemy. They will prefer fake charges like conspiracy to commit felony, overthrowing the government, to an extent that even the due process wasn't followed when they were arresting Besigye. Let's continue.
In the court of public opinion is innocent until you present him before us and tell us what you're trying. And all the others, no citizens will be incarcerated without fair trial. I'll tell you this, when they did me, they like that's up. As far as I'm concerned, nothing lost, nothing get by now.
So that is Kayindo OTAFIIRE as he was firing some parting shots for his comrade Dr. Kizza Besigye. Remember, Dr. Kizza Besigye was brought in the struggle by Amama Mbabazi and Kayindo OTAFIIRE, the man who was just spoken. So there might be some brotherhood, even with difference. I keep on telling people, one of the people who has suffered under Museveni's regime is Dr. Kizza Besigye. Do you know that he has been in prison for now 9 months? If you count all the months Dr. Kizza Besigye has been in jail, you may find that he has been in jail for years, yet the court has never come out to convict him. Every time there is a case, the court comes out to either dismiss it or the accuser fails to bring evidence. Yet Dr. Kizza Besigye has stayed in prison. The arrest of Dr. Kizza Besigye is aimed at instilling fear in the opposition forces. The glaring unconstitutionalism, the glaring abuse of human rights, the glaring mismanagement of our country. This cannot be the Uganda we deserve. To an extent, even soldiers, the spokesperson of the army, normally comes out to make political statements. A soldier must not be partisan, but they continue making political statements, which is unfortunate. I saw an episode where the spokesperson of the army was asked if they follow due process, because the constitution shows us that if I commit a crime and I go in another country, there is a law in Extradition Act which is supposed to be followed for me to be gotten from a particular country to where I'm supposed to be charged. That was never followed. The Ugandan army went to Kenya, abducted Besigye, brought him to Uganda, which breaks the code of conduct. In fact, this is what happened when they asked the spokesperson of the army. Here's the tape.
The murder. General, a simple question. Who abducted Besigye? The state arrested Besigye.
Arrest?
Yes. Did you have an arrest warrant?
Okay.
Given by who and where? Did you extradite him? Where procedures of abduction are possible, we do. Did you extradite? That's the simple question. Because we have laws that guide us when someone is in a foreign land, and that is the extradition.
The state.
Did you extradite?
The state took charge of Besigye wherever he was, and the following day, we even invited the media to see where Besigye was, and he was in our custody.
You see, what
was
is
the
so
manner of arrest?
Exactly.
That's what I've told you. The manner differs according to circumstances.
I think even the spokesperson of the army was economic with the truth. A question was asked, a simple one: did you extradite Besigye? Because there is an extraditement law. They just abducted the guy, which is a blatant abuse of human rights. Even a small kid, a kid of 3 years can say that there are injustices being meted on the opposition leaders. They fear that transition can go west, so they want to manage it using force. And I even cry whenever I see the spokesperson of the army battling with the politicians. How many times do you see the spokesperson of CIA, of the mighty US Army, debating a politician on national TV? Because they handle matters of security, not politics. Here in Uganda, the army is brought in to handle politics, which is unfortunate. Shame upon NRM regime, shame upon the army that's supposed to be the might. Let's continue.
Circumstances will dictate how a certain security operation is carried out.
Kidnap is a manner of
it's
arrest.
not kidnap.
It's abduction.
None of those.
So you use violent means
What is
to
it?
take away my liberty.
If the circumstances require violence,
Yes.
we employ
Okay.
it.
Like you're doing.
Afande Kuleje,
Yes.
procedurally, how do you arrest?
I have told you, the army does not arrest.
So when you do it and you aren't authorized,
I said, when I say we, I'm talking of security agencies. Yes.
As security.
And security agencies include...
Procedurally,
Yes.
how arrest
The
makes
procedures
supposed to
were
be
given to
done.
you by police, not me.
No. You're
For
part
me,
of security.
For me, I've told you, we come in when there's a threat to order. The police maintains law and order, and when there is breakdown of order, we are invited to help it create the order and to continue maintaining.
Under these circumstances,
Yes.
who is safe?
Everyone is safe as long as you follow the law.
Because apparently, people are
So you've seen the spokesperson of the army. It's so unfortunate. There is a face of injustice, a face who comes out to protect the injustices. When I look at Kulaija, I remember Kayura, who was also the face of it. History is going to judge these people. History is going to judge their families. Because they have meted violence, they have meted abductions, they have meted torture on Ugandans. What stops you from following the constitution, the same constitution the regime created, and you fail on that? For God and my country. I remain yours, Mr. Makindi. Kawiye Sulaiman Mawagai, the next MP for Makindi East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Soka katwene kuno mukisa ombaka abadde kuyalagidde mutagenda kudda kubanga ndowooza oba omugugu gwamuyitiriddeko naye ate yimiridde wano nga ŋŋamba omukisa kubanga n'ekibiina tukiwewudde kukwali kushitebe bali baga tiketi yanyeeko tiketi ya Kabuye Sulaiman naye kati andekedde waazi ndi wano wentimbaza ngenda bayitako supiidi ng'ekizungirizi basewo ne banyawoze maaso gammwe kubanga ensonga nzitegeera.
Yes, Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.